Hello everyone! It's been a while since the last 3 episodes of The Witcher's 3rd season were released. And it should be noted that those who follow the project from Netflix have a common opinion: The Witcher is officially and finally dead, forever. In this case, the disappointing ending, which the creators of the series naively hoped to use to attract interest in the 4th season, is not the only reason. Today we will talk about a number of reasons that may affect the complete closure of the project on the universe The Witcher. Put likes, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to watch to the end, and I'll answer all the questions. Let's go! The show's ratings plummeted even lower after the final episodes, nearly hitting rock bottom. It's not just because of rising budgets, failed management, and waning interest from Netflix. The bottom line is that the project faced a lot of problems, which we'll discuss right now. Sorry for the spoiler, but I think most people already know how Season 3 ended. It's a huge disappointment. Aside from Henry Cavill leaving the show, the creators didn't even have a decent ending to the story. They failed to keep their promise to give viewers a decent ending and respect the actor. All promises were broken, which is understandable. On the one hand, it seems that the creative team of The Witcher simply failed and is unable to create a truly quality product, regardless of the promises. The second reason is that no answer has been given as to how the transition from Henry Cavill to the new Witcher will be handled, making it necessary to wait until Season 4 when a new character might just show up without any explanation. Henry Cavill stopped being a neutral character by choosing a side, chopping up some Nilfgaardians and walking away without leaving any impression. This did not satisfy the viewers. Now we've seen a drop in ratings for The Witcher's 3rd season, which was rated just 22 points out of 100. It should be added that between the 1st and the 8th episode of the new season there was a decrease in the audience by more than 60%. Almost 2/3 of the viewers who started watching this season abandoned it. As a result, Netflix found itself in a difficult position. Henry Cavill left the sinking ship. We certainly deserved better. Henry deserved better. Netflix and their shareholders ultimately deserved a show that could actually compete with Game of Thrones. Instead, we got a mediocre fantasy that is disappointing by the end. Unfortunately, that's the reality. In addition to these problems, of the streaming platform adds another one, which was mentioned by the publication Redanian Intelligence. As we have already told in the previous video, the 4th season of The Witcher is in limbo. The reason is that filming was supposed to start already in September this year, but due to the strike of American writers and actors, this event is postponed for the best case to the next 2024. The exact dates have not been set yet. And now there is already speculation in the English language press about whether Netflix should even continue The Witcher. Now the fate of the 3rd season of the series is in doubt. A slew of headlines, including UK publications, are united in saying that production on the next season of The Witcher has been halted. Despite confirmation of a 4th installment, it's unclear if work will resume. Most likely filming, if resumed, will not begin until spring 2024 at the earliest. There is no specific date yet. However, there are predictions that the show may not return at all. Fear of a possible boycott due to Henry Cavill's replacement of Liam Hemsworth has caused a negative reaction from fans, may prompt Netflix to use this hiatus to rethink strategy. Perhaps they will freeze the adaptation to avoid wasting money and annoying viewers. This seems like the most sensible solution, but it's unclear what the platform's executives will decide. It would be an admission of failure and incompetence, so it's not very likely they'll do that. The cost of The Witcher is enormous. Henry Cavill's salary increased to $1 million per episode in Season 3, and the budget per episode for the new season was up to $25 million. These costs are coupled with falling ratings, which has sparked debate about the show's future. Also, the uncertainty surrounding the actor change controversy and the negative fan reaction may cause Netflix to rethink their plans. Perhaps they will use the break to rethink their strategy and not continue spending money on this project. Ultimately, The Witcher was far from expectations, and the drop in interest in the show only emphasized that fact. Just imagine that Netflix's The Witcher is now just an empty shell. While that wording may seem harsh, but let's be honest, does anyone think otherwise? Now let's move on to what has actually become the verdict for Netflix as The Witcher. The fact that fans and viewers finally lost faith in this project plays a huge role. Judging by their reviews, those who were still watching the third season were either hoping for a miracle or they wanted to say goodbye to Henry Cavill and waited for a respectful end to his role. But neither of those expectations have come true. Here are a few comments that fully capture the mood of the audience after watching the third season. The writers and producers have ruined the show. The plot, the characters, and the spirit of the story are all ruined. No wonder their lead actor left. I won't watch again until everyone involved in the making of this season is fired. This is not The Witcher, it's the poor script and terrible dialogue that make it impossible to watch. The characters are annoying and boring. I'd rather read books or play games. I don't watch the Witcher series like that anymore. Such comments are everywhere, and they indicate the same essence: complete disappointment and loss of faith that something can be squeezed out of this project. Obviously, Netflix is watching this reaction of the audience, because they are the ones who pay for the content and support the platform. Not surprisingly, the opinions expressed play a big role in decision-making. It's understandable that Netflix executives are thinking about the future of The Witcher. But perhaps vanity and hubris are playing their part and they will continue to exploit this project. The hope that something else can survive from the series remains. In my opinion, the vanity and hubris of Netflix bosses will probably kick in and they will continue to try to keep this universe alive. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.